Welcome to Reshape Your Life. I'm your host, Jason Atkinson, health coach, nutritionist, and personal trainer. And today I want to answer a question from an audience member. Is it necessary to follow a very low carbohydrate diet in order to lose weight? In a nutshell, the answer is no. It is not necessary. The only thing that's really necessary to lose weight, or more specifically to lose body fat, is that you are taking in less energy than you're expending on a daily basis. Your total calorie expenditure is lower than your calorie intake on a daily or weekly basis, or over time, I should say. You will lose weight. Now, that being said, a lot of people think that their goal is to lose weight. And I want to give you a case example here. I've got a couple of clients that I'm working with right now who have lost body fat. Their health metrics have improved. They've lost visceral fat or fat around the organs, but they've also gained muscle, so their body weight really hasn't changed much. Now, that is an exception. Ordinarily, when someone has 30 or 40 pounds of excess body fat to lose, their body weight will drop, but it may not drop by the exact amount. So let's just say, for example, you lose 40 pounds of fat, you gain 10 pounds of muscle, your body weight only dropped by 30 pounds. Ordinarily, that's the case, but when someone is in a recomp situation where they're gaining muscle and losing fat at the same time, their health markers are improving even though their body weight may not be changing. So I know that's a specific way of saying something, but I want to really illustrate. Sometimes people think that weight loss is their goal, but what they really want is to lose body fat. And that is accomplished through a couple of different methods, one of which could be including a low-carb diet. Now, keep in mind, that is the style of eating that I prefer. And keep in mind that I was obese as a child. I have lost a total of 75 pounds of body fat and maintained a new healthy weight now for close to 10 years. And this is a way of eating that has worked exceptionally well for me, as well as lots of clients that I've worked with over the years who have gotten similar results. And most importantly, they've been able to maintain them. I want to stress how important that is, because losing weight is wonderful, but if you lose the weight and you regain it, then what is the point? And trust me, that is very common. People lose weight all the time. What is not common is that they improve their health and they're able to sustain the weight they lost and not regain it. So the tips and techniques to enable people to do that is something that I do through my coaching practice. And by the way, if you're wanting to get into a program, I have a new remote coaching option that you can do by visiting reshapehealthandfitness.com, or you can send me an email, jason@reshapehealthandfitness.com. Sign up for the Fast Track to Fitness. Now, this is a low-carb program. It stands for Fat Adapted Strength Training. And when I say it's the fast track, believe me, those are results that you can get fast and you can make them last. This is the best of all my research and everything that I've done that has worked for me and that has worked for my clients. Fat adaptation is one way to get there. It's not the only way to get there. I spoke with a client earlier today who, when I asked her about her dietary changes recently, she's lost something like 15 pounds of body fat. She said she just cut out soda. That was really the only change that she could articulate. So maybe that's enough of a reduction. For someone else, it may be cutting out fried foods, reducing the fat in the diet. That might be your problem. You sort of have to look at what caused you to get into this condition in the first place. But with that being said, this is a common metabolic problem that we see in this country today is hyperinsulinemia, or chronically elevated insulin levels. And that is from high amounts of carbohydrate very frequently over a long period of time. Eventually, the cells become resistant to the signal of insulin. And that is what causes the body fat to start to accumulate. And like I said, reducing carbohydrates to a very low level is a method that works pretty well for a number of reasons. First of all, most of the foods that people overeat on contain high amount of carbohydrates, some sugar, some starch, grains, things that we look to reduce or eliminate on this program. Next up is the fact that when insulin is elevated, you don't burn body fat. You have to burn the glucose or the sugar. So fat burning being suppressed a good amount of time is another reason that reducing carbohydrate is helpful. And then finally, there's the fact that low spikes and drops in blood sugar makes you hungrier, or it makes me hungrier. I know when I eat carbohydrates, I get really hungry later on in the day, usually about 2 or 3 hours afterwards. And so that can be a recipe for overeating as well. So those are some things that you can take with you away from today's broadcast. If you have a question of something you want me to answer or an idea for a future episode, I'm all ears. Go ahead and sign up for a free trial on the mobile app and see if that Fast Track to Fitness program is going to be right for you. If you want to do an introductory consultation by phone or video, that's a no charge for that. If you just want to talk about whether this program or any of the programs that I offer might be working for you, or might be worth it for you, I should say, then go ahead and just email me or visit the website. I'll put that in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video soon.